Welcome back to another edition of the 1216 podcast. This is the manga section edition, and today we're going to get right into it with 1135 Friends Cups. So this is probably what we've been waiting on since Little Garden, because Little Garden is where it all started at with the Elbaf and wanting to go there and train and see the giants, and this is where it all pretty much started at. So of course we have cover art right now. Cover art, pretty cool cover art. We have Otama kicking one of the dude with the lion belt. I forgot his dang name, but kicking him inside the face and knocking his lights out. And it's titled her saying, and it's her saying, "I'm different now." And as she rocks him, Otama, we can tell, has grown a lot stronger under the supervision of Yamato. But to get right into it, we are still inside the owl library where we meet a lovely owl named Biblo. And Biblo is an owl who ate the grow fruit. This grow fruit allows this owl to put any book that walks in through the doors of the owl library, this owl will see and will just make it a large book. A perfect devil fruit for Elbaf, because these giants can't read these little books anyway. So this owl does the owl fruit. And of course, as she's doing it, we see Dr. Chopper inside there, along with Lilith, Robin, and Saul, as they all are catching up still. And it's taking Robin back to the good old days where she used to be inside the library as a kid on Ohara, just living her best life. Except now she has her friends with her, and new and old. So Saul's back, which is the old friend. One of her new friends, I guess you could say, was, newer inside her life, is Chopper. And of course we have Lilith. As they're going through and they're doing everything with them, we still have Usopp and Luffy playing around with the giant kids, making them scared on the swings. And as they make them scared on the swings, they're flying high, telling us that they love the giant swings so much. And of course comes in Nami and knocks both Luffy and Usopp senseless, giving them both lumps up on their heads, saying that those children were terrified. Usopp said he tried to stop him, and of course, Luffy simply says, "I'm sorry." But Luffy is looking for giant kids who want to be warriors. This is what he came here for. And him doing this got somebody to pop up and actually come in and try to attack him. And as Luffy charged up, the kid comes in with the sword. He swings, he misses, he swings again. Luffy blocks it and shatters the sword, and then simply hits down an elephant gun, missing the kid, of course, because he wasn't trying to hit him. He was taking it easy on the kid. But this kid wants to be a warrior. He doesn't like the fact that the Elbaf giant children are being raised to be so peaceful. This kid wants to make sure that, things are a little bit different. And Colin simply addresses the fact that he's not trying to cause trouble. This is just who he is. And Ripley, the teacher that they all have there, is actually his mother. And Colin is not all giant. He's actually half human. We don't know who his dad is. Don't know just yet. But we do know that this kid is half human. And he's a younger man, actually. He just stuck inside of this small state because of the fact that he is half human. He won't get the full probably potential of being an actual giant. I don't know who got inside Ripley, because I love to. All right, enough of that. But jump back into it. The festival is from the start, though. So we know that the festival is from the start up. So we have it's the toast for the Strawhats finally making it to Elbaf, and it's going to last 3 days, of course. So Robin tells them all to go ahead, get up out of here, and we get the sad news that, well, I guess it's actually not really sad news, but in a way, I guess it will work out. That is that Vegapunk, which is Lilith, and Bonnie are setting up roots and asking for permission now for them to stay in Elbaf, which does make a little bit of sense because of the connection that Kuma and the actual Vegapunk had with Elbaf giants and with Saul of particular. But with Elbaf giants, of course, like they had a connection with them, so it makes sense for them to set up roots and actually stay there on that island, which I'm fine with. But that also goes to show you that this island is going to get more high tech and more sufficient, especially because they're on one of the oldest trees, probably the first tree of all the Atom trees inside the entire world. Because we know that Elbaf is on top of the Atom tree, which is by far the oldest one, and the wood used to make the Mary. And I also think the Jackson as well for Gold Roger's ship, Gold D. Roger. But as they get through with it, you simply just you hear them, talking, of course, and having fun, and it's a good time going on. And out of nowhere, Gerald comes in and gives them their clothes. And their clothes put them all on like warriors. So now we have Frankie, Jimbe, Robin, Brooke, all wearing actual clothes now that sets them up for this next thing. Mind you, they got their clothes late because they were on the ship still, and they didn't come to the island earlier when they got carried on with the original with the original 6. That being said, though, also, the original 6 still does not know about the X mark that's on Vivi's arm, which is a call out, I guess I would say, for them to hopefully spot, which nobody has spotted yet, and nobody is going to tell them yet because nobody knows anything of it. It just looks suspicious, but nobody knows anything of it. As they get ready and prepare for their fest that's going to last these 3 days, we jump right over into the castle up on the western side of Elbaf, where we look at these little pipsqueaks who showed up. And it's who showed up last time. The woman that's wearing the cloaked hood with the bandages across her face. And as they sit there, they know, of course, they're faced up with 2 giants, and these giants are looking on at them and asking them what their business is, and asking them if they were here with the Strawhat crew. Of course, they're not here with the Strawhat crew. They're here because they want to meet somebody. They need to get in touch with Loki. Loki, who is a sworn criminal for destroying and killing his father, his father, King Harold. King Harold, they need to get in touch with him. I wonder what for. It could be the fact that his devil fruit is going to actually play a factor into something now, or if this was the people that was talking to him, that's been friends for a long time, but never seen each other at all. So we'll see what all happens there. Of course, the giants are enraged and want to see, hey, not going to happen. And as they go forward to do something about it, the young woman simply just puts them out of their misery and lays them both down. All you see is the Elbaf giant warriors that were sitting there protecting it, that looked over, dropped to his knees, and then dropped face first onto the ground. No clue what happened, but really excited to see what actually made that all go down with her powers. Jump back to it inside the village. We have the party that's actually started, and this party is not just any party, it's a cheers as they raise their glasses to the friendship that they're going to have with the Strawhat crew forever. This is cheers that they're finally meeting up with everybody. They're meeting up with Oiman and Kashi. They're meeting up with Herodin from Dressrosa, and also from Little Garden. They're finally getting up with them with the captains, the first 2 that they actually seen, Dorian Bragi. And as we finally get Dorian Bragi, Oiman, Kashi, and Herodin all together into one place, they welcome in these warriors of the sea, these little people, these peepsqueaks, to be forever inside their legion. Here, and cheers it up to them. Not just cheers it up to them, but also introducing them to somebody called Beard Heel Gerald. And Gerald, of course, is the hero of the giants and the oldest one inside the world. He is 408 years old, and he has a sword stuck inside of his head with one huge beard. His beard, he's as big as a heel, for sure. He's way bigger than the giants that we've seen so far, but definitely huge, man. And the sword, of course, is just simply stated that it's going through his helmet. He has a helmet on, so it's not hitting his brain, so he's fine. But nonetheless, this is still a huge giant that's been introduced into them. And then they end off the chapter with that. Now, my biggest thing with this chapter is the fact that I want to actually see what this young woman did to the giants that were protecting as they asked about Loki. Because that's simply going to be something that has to come up. And who is this Shanks-esque like person that's with them He's not doing anything just yet. He's just sitting back relaxing. She's doing all the heavy lifting for right now as she took down a giant all by herself. So what's to come of this is she has to have incredible hockey feats, if that was the case, because it looks like she did what Sabo used to do when he did the dragon claw and hit the ground and made the earthquake inside there, but don't know what it was. Knocked him out in an instant, and that's probably the biggest thing that I want to say, like, is a takeaway for me from this chapter, is because that is going to take us into so much more to come. I want to know really where Oda is going with this, and who these people are. I know that cannot be Shanks. That cannot be Shanks. So who could that actually be? It has to be his twin brother, or at least somebody who is similar to Shanks in somehow, some way. That's the person who actually was the rat. But we'll find out all them questions soon. Until then, keep coming back with the best of the best. This 12/16. This is our new year. Season 2 is officially started for us. We have all the videos dropping. The 16 has been putting out there for the trailer reviews. It's coming out for the upcoming anime. We have the shorts that I've been dropping. Just stay in tune with us. Get in tune with our other social medias, our TikToks, our Instagrams, our Twitter. Get in touch with us. It's all 12/16 Podcast. Let us know what you guys think. Especially tap in and here up on YouTube. Hit that link button down below. We'll be live later on with some more gameplay. But until we get back to it, this is 12 officially signing off.